Imagine waking up every morning with that annoying feeling in your throat, that thick, sticky mucus that never seems to go away, forcing you to constantly clear your throat. If this sounds familiar, stay with me until the end of this video because I'll reveal some key points about this problem that almost no one really explains. What many people don't know is that mucus isn't actually the enemy. Our bodies produce it to protect us, to trap dust and bacteria that enter through the nose and mouth. The real problem arises when this substance, which should be fluid and easily eliminated, becomes thick, persistent, and irritating. This is where the discomfort begins. It builds up, inflames the mucous membranes, and creates that constant feeling in the throat. In the next few minutes, I'll guide you step by step, explaining how to address this situation naturally, without artificial solutions or temporary remedies, but by addressing the real causes. Listen carefully, because what you're about to discover can really make a difference. Before we begin, let's just take a moment. Comment below with your name and tell me where you're watching me from. I mean it. I'm happy to read you and know who's on the other side of the screen. Every comment is a real person, a different story. And if you find this content useful, like and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss future videos dedicated to health and wellness after 50, with simple, concrete tips to help you live better day after day. Now we get to the first fundamental point, one of the most important of all. But stay with me until the end, because what you'll discover next could really change your way of life. Let's start with a question everyone should ask themselves. Are medications always our allies? Or, in some cases, can they become silent enemies? Many resort to common medications, but be careful. These drugs can damage the lining of the throat and, paradoxically, worsen coughs and mucus. Let's take the anti-inflammatories you use daily. In many people, they cause that persistent dry cough followed by phlegm. It's not infectious. It's an irritating cough that stimulates mucus as a defense mechanism. These drugs reduce prostaglandins, which increases gastroesophageal reflux, even the silent kind. More reflux means more mucus in the throat, a vicious cycle. I'm not saying you should stop taking medications, but talk to your doctor if you're experiencing thick mucus. Adjusting your dosage or adding a stomach protector can make a difference. Polypharmacy is common. Explore alternatives together. Before continuing, if you haven't already, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell icon so you don't miss any more wellness content after 50. Every week, new tips and strategies to help you feel better, feel fit, and live your life to the fullest. Let's continue. Air, smoke, and irritants. The air you breathe matters. Tobacco, vaping, and environmental irritants cause chronic irritation. The effect is cumulative. Mucous membranes become inflamed. Mucus increases and dries out, becoming thick and impossible to expel. Here, hydration becomes key. 30 milliliters of fluids for every kilogram of weight. If you weigh 70 kilos, that's 2 liters a day. Not just water, herbal teas, soups, fruits, and vegetables. Mucous membranes must be hydrated to keep the mucus thin. But there's a detail that many people ignore. Even if you drink enough, you could still be dehydrated at the mucous membrane level. Coffee, alcohol, and some sugary drinks deplete fluids instead of truly nourishing the body. And this is precisely where mucus changes consistency. From an ally, it becomes a hindrance. When the mucous membranes are dry, the mucus thickens, stagnates, and begins to constantly irritate the throat. The result? That constant urge to clear your throat that gives you no respite. The good news is that small daily adjustments consistent over time are enough to restore balance. You don't need miracle cures, but correct habits, repeated every day, allow the body to do what it does best, self-regulate and protect itself. Now I want to show you some important warning signs, the ones your body uses to alert you. Recognizing them early can help you truly protect yourself. Some signs require immediate attention. Putrid-smelling phlegm? It could indicate severe bronchitis or a lung infection. In rare cases, it could even indicate a tumor. Fever over 100 degrees with chills? Active infection. Unexplained weight loss? It could indicate chronic infection or malignancy. The 15-day rule. If after 2 weeks the catarrh persists despite these remedies, schedule a consultation. A bronchoscopy, X-ray, or CT scan may be necessary. Don't self-diagnose. Listen to your body and take action. If this video helps you, please like it and hit the bell icon for part 2 on nutrition and advanced strategies. Now, let's move on to solutions that really work. You can start today without recipes or huge expenses. Small daily habits, simple yet surprisingly effective. Stay with me through this step, because this is where many people go wrong or stop too soon. What you're about to hear isn't a temporary fix, but a different way to care for your body, step by step. If you apply it consistently, you may notice real changes much sooner than you think. First point, strategic hydration. Drink 2 glasses of warm water on an empty stomach in the morning. This reactivates the digestive system and thins out nighttime mucus. Before bed, drink another glass of warm water. Why lukewarm? Cold water constricts blood vessels and slows absorption. If you take diuretics, add sea salt for electrolytes. Water is your body's lubricant. Step 2. Elevate at night. Turn gravity into an ally. Raise the head of the bed 6 to 8 inches or use a pillow to help you. This angle prevents gastric juices from rising, prevents reflux, and thins mucus. Point 3. Diet. Avoid spicy and acidic foods in the evening. No coffee after 6 in the evening, as it stimulates gastric acidity at the worst times. Step 4. Swallowing exercise. After brushing your teeth, swallow 10 times, focusing on the movement. This strengthens the throat muscles and activates the lymphatic system, improving drainage. Solution 5. Acetylcysteine. 500 milligrams mid-morning or after lunch if you have no contraindications. Consult your doctor if you have asthma or ulcers. These were 5 practical and fundamental solutions you can start incorporating into your routine starting today. Now I'm curious to hear from you. Let me know in the comments if you're already adopting any of these measures or if there's one you've never considered. I really read your messages. I'm always happy to hear your stories. Now let's move on to something concrete and real. I want to tell you the story of a patient, Rosa. A simple yet authentic story, one that many people can relate to. Listen carefully because it's not just a story. It's a real-life example of what can happen when you start making the right choices, one step at a time. Mrs. Rosa, 62, suffered from a persistent cold. She had tried everything: honey, ginger, antibiotics. Nothing worked. Her life was in jeopardy. After a few visits, I discovered previously unidentified silent reflux. After applying the strategies mentioned above, she regained her voice, comfort, and hope. Rosa was skeptical at first. She told me plainly, "Doctor, I've tried everything." But she decided to trust him anyway. The first changes came silently, almost unnoticed. After a week, she noticed that she was clearing her throat less often in the morning. After 2 weeks, that feeling of heaviness in her throat was no longer constant. A month later, she returned to the office with a different smile. She spoke effortlessly, slept better, and for the first time in years, she no longer woke up with a burning throat. The most surprising thing? She hadn't taken a miracle cure, but had simply given her body the right conditions to heal. And this is the key point. When you understand the real cause of the problem and take consistent action, even ailments that seem incurable can finally resolve. Rosa's results didn't come by chance. They were the fruit of simple but consistent habits: drinking warm water in the morning and before bed, sleeping with her head slightly elevated, carefully choosing her evening meals, avoiding stimulants at the wrong times, dedicating a few minutes to swallowing exercises, and, when indicated, supporting her body with the right mucolytic. Small daily actions that, taken together, have made a real and lasting difference. The moral: identify the real cause, don't just treat the symptom. Catarrh is a response. Understand what it's responding to. Here's a plan for the next 3 days. Day 1. Drink 2 liters of warm water. In the evening, perform your first nasal rinse. Continue by raising the head of your bed and eat a light dinner 3 hours before bed. Day 2. Increase fluid intake to 2.5 liters. Eliminate coffee after lunch. On day 2, we'll perform 2 nasal washes. When you go to bed, continue the nighttime elevation and add swallowing exercises before bed. Day 3. Start acetylcysteine, but be careful, only after consulting your doctor. Maintain all your usual routines. How are you feeling? Are you noticing improvements? Is your mucus thinner? Day 4 and beyond. No improvement? Schedule an appointment with an ENT or pulmonologist. They'll be able to provide you with the best, most personalized advice. If you've made it this far, you're determined. Like, share, and comment on your experience. Persistent phlegm isn't a curse. It's a message from your body. Identify it and act consciously. Listen to your body. Take care of yourself. I wish you a clear throat, a clear voice, and a mucus-free life. See you soon, and remember, your health always deserves the utmost attention.